And hello. Welcome back to another episode of The Mind of James. We're doing this again. We're still gonna keep doing this. Still in our little setup here. I like it. It's nice and simple. Um, so everything is getting better here. Yeah. So this week been kind of you know there's a few things in life that will you feel burnt out, man. You just feel burnt out. It's repetition, in and out, same thing every day. Get up, go to work, come home, stream, cut clips, go to bed. And by all means, that is not a bad thing one bit. I'm very fortunate. I'm going to take these glasses off. I'm very fortunate. I am very blessed to be doing this. Because let's get real. Not a lot of people out there can do this. Not a lot of people out there are, wondering where to start doing this. And some people, and a majority of people out there are really depressed and really burnt out about life. And I think the big answer I would have to tell you, or I could tell you, or some sign of moving or doing something, is just do it. Because these past couple dude, I want to say 2 weeks, man, I've been stuck in my own head of like, this is all nonsense. It's all nonsense. You know what I mean? Like, I'm 37 years old. I'm streaming video games. I'm doing a podcast. And I want to make a career out of that. And then the greatest answer I could ever be given was I saw an 80-something-year-old woman play Counter-Strike and dominated Counter-Strike. And she was 87 years old. And then I start thinking, well, there's Granddad Gamer, I think that's his name, and then Gaming Grandma, and then it hit me all of a sudden to where it's like people's opinions. It didn't just hit me; it's a reoccurrence of a hitting. People's opinions don't mean anything. So, got to do some new bases at work, and that got me kind of excited because it's something different. And we all need a little different here and there. We all need a little change of scenery, I should say. But it's just something different in life. And having that difference in life, too, can give you a nice, good recharge. Other than that, I've been playing, slowly getting into Arc Raiders. Slowly getting into it. I'm enjoying the PvP side of things. So I think it's fun. And playing with Joker, because Joker just makes it fun for me. I don't know if I've talked about Joker on this program, but I'm going to give him a quick shout out. Oh, yeah, I have. Shouts out again to you, dude. But Arc Raiders is that game, and I've talked about it with the burnt peanut, but Arc Raiders is that game where I was like, man, this game kind of sucks. Like, I'm not an extraction guy. I'm not a go in and loot guy. I just like, let's get to the point of the game. Much like Call of Duty. That's why I'm still in love with Call of Duty all these years. But they're hitting a bit of a low point. You know what I mean? But I still got my camos to grind. Got me another gold gun today on stream, so we're good with that. But Arc Raiders is slowly getting there for me. I'm getting the understanding of it. Upgrading guns, getting loot, building stuff, yada, yada, yada. So I think I might go down that. I might go look at the rabbit hole. I'm not going to go down it. Because I found 2 games that I love already, which is Call of Duty and Sea of Thieves. You know what I mean? Those are the games that I am sticking with. And that's it. Like, but I do like the concept of arc raiders. I do like the concept of it, and I do like playing with people that I have a good friendship with. So, um, what else is going on in life? Nothing really, man. Nothing really. Like, I feel like dating has taken a huge back burner turn. I'm just burnt out on asking women what their favorite color is. I am seriously burnt out on it. It's not like I can't make a good connection somewhere. I already have good connections. And that's the thing. Like, bringing a woman into my world and what I want to do with my life is it's either going to be, I feel like it's going to be more of a hassle because um oh god, you play video games, you stream video, you do a podcast. Yeah, that's how I feel. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. It's kind of, prove me wrong. I'm not going to sit here and be like, I'm not going to take interest in someone else's interest. You know what I mean? A lady that I date might love bowling. I fancy myself a good bowling game. You never know. But right now, having having just a woman in my life is kind of like, ugh. It's kind of like, ugh. And you know, I'd rather be built, I'd rather build something on my own than to, um, and be settled in my own skin than have someone come in here and be like, well, we got to change this, we got to change that, we got to do this. So, yeah, you know. What else is going on? Oh, I got to watch the Diddy doc. Let me start by saying that guy is a monster. Let me also add another one. Wasn't that exciting? Like, okay, here's spoiler alert for the Diddy doc. Number one, it was explaining on how he came up and to be the giant, well, disgraced superstar now. It was basically like how Bad Boy Records started, how he got into the music industry, what happened with Tupac and Biggie. And I gotta say, after hearing what happened between Tupac and Biggie, it's kind of sad because, Diddy threw himself in there. Allegedly. We gotta say that word, but like we all know. We all know. But, what I liked about what between Tupac and Biggie in the beginning was that Tupac was excited for Biggie's success and was like, "You're coming on the road with me. We're gonna make tons of money. We're gonna have a huge success. We're gonna do it together." That's what I like. You know what I mean? I did not know that at that point. And then, things happened between Tupac and Biggie, Diddy, and a war started. East Coast versus West Coast. You know what I mean? So, I mean, that to me, but that you're coming on the road with me is what I like, because it's like, hey man, we're two artists in the same genre and everybody's loving it right now, so let's capitalize on this. Let's capitalize. Let's make a good stint in this area of life and let's rip it. You know what I mean? So and props to Biggie for holding his morals together, because it was just like, I'm not gonna do that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? And as far as like getting, because as far as getting involved with the nonsense, Biggie really kind of wanted to stay out of it. Biggie really wanted to stay out of it. And I respect that, because when it comes to nonsense in life and you know people are just being not just being fools and making fools of themselves, stay out of it. Stay out of it. There's no reason to get involved and make yourself look like a fool. I do it daily. Nonsense happens around me for about like good 8 to 9 hours, and I'm just like, I'm not getting involved with this. I'm here to make money. and I'm happy that gaming is not like that for me. There's no nonsense in it. I have really good friendships in gaming, and I do everything I can to make sure that nothing happens with that. Nothing happens. So I mean, that's where I am at. That's where I'm at in life. You bring nonsense around me, I'm cool with it being around me, but if it starts affecting me in a certain way to where I have to get mad and loud, it's not going to be good for anybody. And people hearing this podcast are going to be like, well, let's see how far it's going to go. Ain't going to go anywhere. Because the games, I already know the games. I already know the tricks. I already know what's going on. So, try as you might. I haven't really, I haven't really gotten myself involved with it because it's just a bunch of fools trying to make themselves look good and trying to be funny about things and trying. It's a pack of morons. Okay, I'll say it like this. It's a pack of morons that have no interest in bettering themselves. Is what it is. You ever hear like wolves in the middle of the night howling and whatnot? What it really is just morons howling at them, at something they don't believe in. Yeah, so every time you hear a wolf howl, just think it's just some moron screaming. There you go. It's a bunch of morons screaming. And sorry to the wolf community. It's about the best thing I can come up with. So I mean, it's just people being you know what? It's people testing your patience because they think they can get one up on you. And when you finally do snap and when you do address it, I don't know, man. I don't know. I had no idea what was going on, but the whole time you did. So that's why it's like when something funny happens around me, I just don't even ask anymore. I just don't even. And you'll get into that point in your life where you're just like, you know what? You see a plate of spaghetti floating by, I could eat. That's where you get in life sometimes. Where it's just like, I know they're trying to do this dumb shit. So it's just like, let me do my job and go home. That's it. And the dumb shit's going to keep happening because it's like, let's try something different. Eventually, they're just going to tucker themselves out like, meh, he's no fun to play with. You damn right. So, we're going to be having a new guest come on the podcast here soon. I'm kind of interested. Because I haven't really, this guest was recommended to me by Scotty G. Shouts out to you, my dude. So I'm excited for the new guest. It's just one new guest that's a part of amazing program. Other than that, guys and gals, I mean, I'm only 37, and I'm sure there's a lot more life lessons that I'm going to be learning. But I can only keep saying the same thing over and over again. Do your best, stick to your morals, don't let anybody's bullshit get in your way. And dumb people are going to scream at the moon like wolves do. I mean, that's pretty much about you. You're going to and it's going to be your own specific situation that you're going to have to navigate through. But if you understand that people try and test you because, well, not test you, they're just being themselves because they don't know any better. They don't know who they are as a person, and they don't. Once you solidify yourself and know who you are and know what you want in life, and well, as far as what we think we want, it changes. It changes. You know what I mean? I want to be a successful streamer and podcaster, but a year from now, it could be like, you know what? Let's try comedy. Let's try comedy again. So I mean, I've always got I've said it before. I've always got comedy on the back burner. But I mean, the streaming and podcasting thing's working out pretty good, and I like it. So I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. I'm just enjoying the fact that I can sit there and do the thing that I like to do, which is play video games, make money at it, and that's it. And not only play video games and not only make the money, make some incredible friendships. Plus, you don't know where it's going to go. You know how many doors this could open? Let me say this. You know how many doors it's going to open? A lot. A lot of doors. I've said it in the episode, more doors. So we don't need to harp. I'm trying to talk about things that I haven't talked because it's like I'm not married. I have no kids and I'm single. So I don't have any advice for going through a divorce. I don't have any advice for being in a relationship. I don't have any parenting advice. I don't have none of that. I got stepdad advice. I mean, I've dated girls with kids. You know what I mean? But I mean, they're not your kids. So, I mean, as far as disciplining is going to go, mom's going to be the only one to discipline. Because it's going to be like, you're not my real dad. Lost that argument. You know what I mean? So, I don't have advice for you guys on that. I don't. I have how to navigate through dumb people advice. So that's where I'm at in life. You know what I mean? So I hope one day that I'm gonna have the advice for marriage and divorce and things like that. And well, hopefully not divorce, but you know what? Like at this point in my life, I'm going, you know what? I wouldn't mind trying that old divorce thing out. Wouldn't mind trying to give it a good old college try. You know what I mean? Because with all good things, there's equal and opposite bad things. You know what I mean? You could marry a hoe, and she don't stop hoeing. I've had plenty of experience in that. I've been cheated on. I've got good experience with that. So I mean, you just don't know. You just don't know. And the things you don't know, the things you can't give advice on. And that's where I'm at. So I can only it's like this podcast can only go as far as how do you feel, or how do you navigate a situation at work? Well, what's this? You get the point. You get the point. I don't. You know what I mean? So I think I've given you guys the advice or the footnotes of stuff that reaches my expertise capacity. Meaning, I don't know anything else what to tell you. I don't. I really don't. Um, I don't. But I feel like there's gonna be some things. Like I said, a year from now, I think like it's gonna be some big changes. So along the way, when those changes start in a year, it's I will definitely be telling you what's going down. Definitely be telling you what's going down. So, um, the holidays are upon us. The holidays are upon us. And actually, you know what? We can move into being single for the holidays because I'm pretty efficient at it. For the past going on 3 years now, and a lot more years before Colorado, I was single for the holidays. And if you're single for the holidays, the best thing to do is just not even worry it's the holidays. Like for me, Christmas is just another day off work because I don't really decorate the apartment. I don't. Um, the last girl I dated, I wanted to make it a special Christmas for her because um, it was her first time being in the United States. So I want to make it very special. And I give gifts from the heart. I don't give gifts like, what do you need? You know what I mean? I like gift giving from the heart. I also like giving myself gifts. Like I get a birthday gift, I get a Christmas gift. And sometimes I just buy a gift for myself just because I'm awesome. No, isn't that narcissistic? I just because it's like I have my money to spend on me. I don't have money to I don't I have money to spend on other people, but there are no other people in my life besides like parents and brother and sister-in-law. So I mean, that's where I'm at in life. That's exactly where I'm at in life. But if you're single during the holidays, just treat it like another day because that's what it is. Um, that's exactly what it is. And life will, even the New Year's. You know who I get to kiss New Year's Eve or at at midnight when the ball drops? Nobody. Nobody. And that is okay. Maybe sad to you guys, but it's kind of normal for me. I just kind of I'll probably be streaming. Probably be streaming for the New Year's. Playing some video games, making sure that we have fun because um you know, that's what we do here at the Mind of James. And the holiday season is and it's not a bad season for me. It's just a single season for me. You know what I mean? I don't and I kind of have it that way because that's the way I want it. That's the way I really want the season to be um because I've already explained it in this episode. Like I said, I'm getting tired of talking about the same shit all the time. Other than that, man, boy, didn't yeah, I mean that's about it, folks. I don't. I mean, I could talk about stuff in the news, but like, my phone's the news, my camera now. I finally got it to where it's, we got good quality camera. I need to get me a little desk here. I've been saying that for 2 weeks now. Actually, while I'm out, I'm going to see Patton Oswalt tonight at Go Bananas Comedy Club, and I am very excited about that because Patton Oswalt is a very good comedian. I'm taking my brother with me because my brother is a huge fan of Patton Oswalt, so I'm really looking forward to seeing Patton Oswalt. Just to see what happens. When I saw Ryan Sickler at the Funny Bone, I was like, man, he's actually real. Like, he's a real person. So like, we get to see real people. So that means California's real. Like when I saw Ryan Sickler, I was starstruck. You should see it in my face on the pictures on Instagram. Starstruck. So I mean, it's gonna be really cool to see Patton Oswalt too, and hopefully he does a meet and greet to where we can get a picture with him, because I think that'd be very cool. But yeah, so it's fun. Kind of tired. Did a 4-hour stream today. Camo grinding, Arc Raiders, back to camo grinding, and I like streaming in the morning on Saturdays now because I get Saturday night off, and I don't have to do anything Saturday night. All I can do is just hang out and veg out and do what I want to do. Normally, it's playing video games. So, life is just funny like that. And the snow's coming down now. I got to go out and get a haircut. Gonna do that. I'm gonna go out and eat some food at a restaurant, sit down and have a good meal. Hopefully Bob Evans is open because, man, they got a good breakfast burger. They sure do. Anyway, so life has fun. Life is fun. And if you're in that stagnant season in your life, meaning you're doing the work, you're putting the work in, for me, okay, we'll talk about me. Stream 6 to 7 days a week, 4 hours a day, cut clips, post clips. This is what we call. I got through my first year of doing it. So now it's kind of a waiting game. So this is where it's really gonna test you. How long can you wait before something happens? You know what I mean? This is the big time of where I'm at. You know what I mean? This is gonna be the real moment to where it's like, do I really want to keep doing this? That's going to be the biggest question for the next couple years is, do I really want to keep doing this? You know what I mean? So, and that's perfectly fine. You're going to go through that a lot. Don't think it's not going to happen, because it is. And I feel like everything moves for, like when you go to, like, you want to be a doctor. You go to school, go to college, go to post-grad, med school, whatever other schools you need, and then you become a resident, I think it would be, before being like the head doctor, whatever. I don't know the hierarchy in it, but it's like you're going to have a point of like, is this really what I want to do? Like, is this really why I got into this? And the answer is always yes. The answer is always, I did get into this for a reason. Like, God put this on my heart for a reason. So, and if you start something, you finish it. Just remember that. If you start something, you finish it. But I want to thank everybody for joining me for another lovely episode. That's supposed to be the siren. I don't have the siren. Streaming on Twitch and Kick on the level 162. Please go support, go subscribe, and on the podcast is YouTube at Mind of JPA. I love every single one of you guys. You guys make this fun. Make it interesting. Just remember, fear God, keep His commandments. See you on the next one.